My brothers and sisters, beautiful episode of supplications from Revelation. We're looking at Sulaiman alayhi salatu wassalam today. Sulaiman alayhi salam is one of the prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whose father was also a prophet, and they were kings as well. They were rulers, and at the same time they were prophets of Allah. So they had a lot. They had power, they had kingdom, they had wealth. They were bestowed with so much by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yet they called out to Allah, they cried to Allah, they relied on Allah. They did not let their wealth make them think, I'm not reliant unto Allah. Their wealth did not make them arrogant, did not make them haughty. Their authority did not make them haughty. They were just. They ruled properly. Where they made a mistake, they sought the forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we're going to see this. These two, Dawood alayhi salam, who was the father, and Sulaiman alayhi salam, who was the son. I want to start off with Sulaiman alayhi salam because the nature of the dua that he made included his father. If we look at one of the most beautiful du'as that he made, you see, Sulaiman alayhi salam, was bestowed with favors by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What were these favors? One of them was, he had control over the wind. He could speak to other creatures of Allah. He had control over so much. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him power, authority. He could go from place A to place B within a split second. No matter how far it was, he would be carried by the wind. In his army, he had mankind, jinn kind, animals, birds, fish, etc., etc. The mountains, the clouds, whatever else it was, the wind. He had a lot. And this is a dua of Sulaiman alayhi salatu wassalam that he made. He turned to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he says, رَبِّ اغْفِرْ لِي وَهَبْنِي مُلْكًا لَا يَنْبَغِي لِأَحَدٍ مِّن بَعْدِي إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ الْوَهَّابُ. O my Rabb, forgive me and grant me kingdom that no one after me would get, for indeed you are the giver. You are the giver of gifts, Al-Wahhab. This is in Surah Sad, verse number 35. So Sulaiman alayhi salam is firstly seeking the forgiveness of Allah, and then he's asking what he wants. That goes back to a lesson we always learn. You want something, seek the forgiveness of Allah to begin with. You want something and you're such a sinful person and you don't want to turn to Allah, that's when you perhaps may not be doing the right thing. So what you need to do, what I need to do, no matter what we've done, no matter how much sin we have been involved in, don't lose hope in the mercy of Allah. Seek forgiveness. Ask Allah to forgive you, and then ask Him what you want. Tell Him to alleviate the suffering you may be going through, whatever else you want.